The ability to work remotely has encouraged many professionals to either change their state of residency or to spend more time traveling between states while working. But did you know? Traveling from state to state for work may impact your residency status in South Carolina. Remote work is just one of many scenarios that may complicate your residency status. So, before you file your South Carolina individual income tax return, be sure you know whether you're a resident or non-resident of the Palmetto State. Residents intend to maintain South Carolina as their permanent home and keep South Carolina as the center of their financial, social, and family life. When they're away, they intend to return back. Non-residents have a permanent home outside of South Carolina, and none of the other resident criteria apply to them. If you're an SC resident and you're required to file a federal return, you are generally required to file a South Carolina return too. If you're a resident of South Carolina but your spouse is not, you will file a South Carolina return with the Schedule NR, using the same filing status you used on your federal return. On the non-resident schedule, only include the income earned by you as the South Carolina resident, or income earned from South Carolina sources as South Carolina taxable income. If you are not a resident or are only a resident for part of the year, you're generally required to file if you work in South Carolina or are receiving income in South Carolina. If you're not a South Carolina resident, your filing software or your online program should ask you your residency status and walk you through the information to include as a non-resident when you file. Part-year residents, or residents who move to South Carolina during the year, can choose the most beneficial filing method for them. You can file as a full-year resident, include all of your federal taxable income, and claim a credit for income tax paid to another state. Another option is to use the non-resident schedule and include only your South Carolina taxable income. If you enter the armed forces as a South Carolina resident, you do not lose your South Carolina residency status. You will file a South Carolina return as a South Carolina resident and report your income as South Carolina income, even if you're absent from the state on military orders. If you are not a South Carolina resident but are stationed in this state by military orders, your military income is not subject to South Carolina income tax. However, you must file a South Carolina return with the Schedule NR if you have other earned income subject to South Carolina income tax. For more information about residency status, check out the IIT Frequently Asked Questions on our website. And if you'd like more in-depth information on residency and domicile, refer to Determining a Taxpayer's Domicile for Income Tax Purposes, available at dor.sc.gov/policy. To learn more about SC individual income tax, visit our website at dor.sc.gov/IIT. Stay connected with the SCDOR on our social media as we post more tips throughout tax season.